Hey guys, Ty Featherstone with the Great American Barbershop. Now, some of you you shave specialists maybe have your regular clientele that come in every week, but for many times that somebody comes in here, it's their first time getting a shave. Maybe it was a gift, Father's Day, right? Their spouse trying to do something special. Who knows what it is, right? All what we know about that client is they've been watching Sweetie Todd. They don't like the experience. They don't know what to expect, and they're a little nervous. It's your job to put them at ease. So come up to them and follow the protocol. When you shake their hand, make them feel comfortable. Now, if you explain what you're doing throughout the service, guess what? They're gonna feel a lot more comfortable. Don't we do that when we're doing a haircut? And especially when it's their first time and we tell them like, hey, this is how we do the hot lather back of the neck shave. This is the towel. This is the massage, right? You're gonna be doing the same thing throughout the shave, except for they're actually a little bit more nervous because it isn't something that they normally do. So give them the Great American Barbershop shave that I know that you can do. And we're gonna take a look here at Paul Gouffet, not just any barber, probably one of the top barbers, well, I think in the United States, right? There I said it. And so anyway, he's gonna take you through and show you exactly how it's done. Good luck.
Hi Ryan, how you doing? I'm Paul.
How's it going?
Cool, I'm your barber today. I'm gonna be doing your shave.
Great.
Have a seat. Have you ever had a shave before?
That's my first one.
Oh, great. We'll make it as nice as we possibly can. Let's get this covered. We're gonna cover your headrest for you. Now this is supposed to be relaxing, so if I do anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, you just let me know, okay?
Thanks.
All right, we're putting this towel here. This is also gonna protect your shirt. We do a lot of steam towels, a lot of pre-shave oils and stuff like that. That just helps you do that. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. Are you nervous?
No, I trust you.
Great, great. All right, so now I'm gonna tilt you back.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Here you go. There's a headrest right behind you. Are you comfortable?
Yeah, it's great.
All right, let me get you draped up for this. Now your job is just to sit and relax and let me do all the work. Okay, we got a towel just to help protect it again. Okay, this is our hot lather. It's gonna feel a little warm. Okay, this is gonna be your first hot towel, all right?
Okay.
Are you okay with heat?
Oh, love it. Bring it on.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna place this right under your nose, all right? So you can breathe, and then we're gonna wrap you up. We're gonna let that steam do that. What the steam does is actually, it softens your beard, and it also helps bring your natural oils to the surface of the skin. So that adds like an extra layer of protection. Make sure our razors are all set to go. I always like to do 2 razors. The first pass, I always like to go with the grain of the beard. Second pass, I like to go across the grain with the beard. There's very few gentlemen that can actually handle against the grain, especially if they're prone to ingrown hairs or irritated hair follicles. And the #1 job is to do a really good shave without causing any damage to the skin. You'll see a lot of people will take the towel, they'll keep waving it around in the air before they apply it on the skin to cool it down. Sometimes that cools down the towel just way too much. So what we're gonna do is, this is his first steam towel. We're gonna take that off. As we take it off, we're gonna be real gentle. And this is a little thing, we're gonna put a little tension on the bottom of his chin. And then to finish it off, we're gonna do a barber's wrap on his head, and we're just gonna roll that right off of his head. Okay, now he's ready for his second hot towel. I go back and forth in a zigzag section, that way I can get the most shaving cream on my hand without ending up with a big mess. We're gonna be applying it. Now, those of you who have gone to barber school, I always start in section 7 and 8 when I'm doing the shaving cream. Got a nice coating on the thing. Now it's time for his second towel. He's already told me that the temperature is fine. So what I can do is just let him know that this is your second towel. The temperature is exactly the same as before. Quick check on the wrist, and we're gonna place it right underneath the nose and then wrap them up. I can place my hands lightly. It's really important when you put a steam towel on that you don't push it in all over. That's not really relaxing, especially over the eye socket area. Now I'm gonna take a paper towel, and on my barber fold, I'm actually gonna fold this in. What this is gonna allow me to do is keep him very clean, because everything that I'm gonna wipe off on the paper towel. Then if this gets really, really filled up with shaving cream and hairs, I can always replace this. He stays nice and clean. All right, we're gonna take this off. Now, if your gentleman has a really, really thick, coarse beard and stuff, and time allows it, you can actually steam it like another third time. Here we go. Place it on his forehead. This little movement here, even though it doesn't seem like a lot, it just kind of adds to that zen-like feeling on the shave. Okay, now I'm going to be using pre-shave oil and beard conditioner. This works really, really well. This just adds an extra layer of protection against the straight razors. Straight razors can get very, very coarse. Smells good, huh? Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead. This is where you can just kind of sneak in a little facial massage just to get that oil. Also, at this exact same time that I'm rubbing this oil on, with my fingers, I'm figuring out how his hair grows. His beard grows down in this direction. So in areas like 1 and 2, 7 and 8, I can actually shave with the grain. On his neck areas, I'm feeling it, the hair's growing up, so I know I can use a reverse freehand stroke in the neck area. Once again, remember, we don't want to do anything that's going to irritate his skin. Okay, now it's time to get our shave cream. With the lathering and steaming, I like to use our shave soap. For the actual shave, I like to up it. This is a little bit of warm water with a little bit of shave cream in it. While I'm shaving, if the actual product starts drying out on his skin, I can actually take this and rehydrate it. Once again, I'm doing everything I possibly can to protect that skin. Ryan, when I shave you, I have to stretch your skin, okay?
Yep.
That does two things. It keeps the razor from skipping on your skin, and it also, as I pull the follicles tight, the skin tight, the hair follicles kind of pop up through the skin. Okay, I'm gonna sanitize my hands. Woo. Number one thing is we want to protect our client. So now I'm gonna open my razor. I'm gonna get in my freehand position. In area 1, we're gonna go down with the grain. Now I use my thumb a lot to like move that shaving cream out of the way. If you notice he had some skin tags or anything, I don't want to do anything that's gonna take any skin tags off. So now I'm gonna take my thumb and I'm gonna make sure it's dry. I'm gonna stretch that skin, and right here we're gonna go down with our first pass. Okay, now I can take that, I can wipe it on. Also, I can take my razor, keep it hydrated. I can dip it in my shave water and go down. Now, given his pattern of skin, I am not going to be doing area 2 in a backhand stroke, because my number one goal is to give him the best shave that I can without doing any damage. I'm going to take this down. This is our first pass. I always do 2 passes, and when I do my second pass, I use a brand new razor. Okay, area 3 on the upper lip. This is a really sensitive area. So most gentlemen, I will say, could you put your tongue inside your lip? As you can see, that stretches out of skin. Also, if I need to shave extra close, I can actually lift up on your nostrils And this is really, and I'm gonna go with the grain of the hair. It's got a pretty, yeah, don't, keep your tongue nice and still right there. Tongue over here on the side. Okay, now if we're gonna do our 7 and 8 side, get a little hydrate. Once again, that shave cream's been there a while, so I can reactivate it. So now 7 and 8, we can do a backhand stroke, going down, taking that. Once again, I'm going with the grain of his beard. Freehand stroke, going down on the side. You don't have to be too gentle with the stretch. Most guys are tough guys, they can take it. And do area 6 now. Now area 6, I'm gonna have him put his tongue up there. I'm gonna go with the grain of his beard in area 6. Good for our first pass. What I'm trying to be, he's got a really, really heavy beard. I'm trying to be extra sensitive to that. Yeah, at this point, remember every time you're not shaving, you need to close your razor. At this point, I'm gonna add a little more shaving cream. Now we're gonna finish up. This would be considered a close shave if somebody's hair was growing down. His hair is growing up right here. So I know I can do a reverse freehand and not irritate that skin. Once again, stretching the skin down, stretching in the opposite direction where I'm shaving. And you can see how this paper towel just really keeps them nice and clean. I'm all for keeping your gentleman as clean as you possibly can while you perform the service. This is called a pinch stretch. The lip line is a really, really sensitive area. If you're going to have any issues or whatever, it's usually right when you get to the lip area. Mine's got a pretty heavy-duty beard. There's always that issue too where everybody thinks a straight razor shave is the absolute closest shave that you can possibly get. I tend to think of it, a straight razor shave is the most relaxing shave that you can possibly get. Down on his chin area. Now on his second pass, we're going to be going across that area. Shave stroke 12 is either a freehand or a backhand. Backhand strokes are pretty good. This is area 12. 11 right through here, right on his chin. And he has quite the whiskers going on. Okay, so that's good for our first pass. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my razor, I'm gonna close it up. Right now you can see I can take this, just put it off to the side with my others, and I have a brand new one that keeps them nice and clean. For the second pass, I'm gonna go through with the shave oil. I always like to finish my shave with the shave oil. And this pass, the second pass, I'm gonna try going against the grain. Not against the grain, across the grain. So this is the one that we're gonna get them all cleaned up with. We're gonna do this. So we know the hair is growing down on his cheek area. The second pass, I'm actually gonna be going across that grain. And with the shave oil, you can actually see the ends of the hairs kind of floating away in that oil. That's why I draped them down, because this oil, as I shave, is gonna be lubricating the other areas on his face that I haven't shaved yet. Stretch, going across that grain. Now shave strokes, there are different people that do different shave strokes. Some like to do short little ones. I've seen them where some gentlemen will, some barbers will do long strokes. It's whatever you feel comfortable doing. It's always going down, so I'm gonna try to come across it. But you can see those little fines in the shaving oil. That just means that you're cleaning everything up. Okay, tongue up one more time above. I'm gonna pull up on his nose. Once again, this is a super sensitive area. You gotta be extra careful, especially on the corner of the mouth too. Tongue up here, if you will. And lift up on his nose to help stretch that out. Really nice job. Real gentle. Tongue over here on the side. Also with the shave oil too, you can see the areas that you may have to hit again. But what's really nice is that you can see the ends of the hairs floating away in that oil. So it's kind of a nice feeling when you know you're cleaning them up. Okay, there's a perfect example. I call them irritated hair follicles. As you can see on his neck, there's a little bit of an irritated hair follicle right there. It's not really a cut. Easiest thing I do here is with the Sanic strip, I'll go ahead and look and just clean that up. Now if I have to address that before the shave is done, I'm going to go ahead and put on a glove. I'm going to get my septic powder. And with one finger of the glove, I'm going to bring it over to it and bring it back out. And then with that, I can just put that septic powder right on that to help stop that. Now my next one, I'm going to move fingers over. Go like that. Put that up there. And then when I'm finishing the shaving, I can clean that up. So at this point, I'm going to put, and I can continue on. Resanitize. Get my razor, and we're going to finish up. Going across his natural growth of his beard. As much as you can. This is a good example of like some irritated hair follicles. These little micro dots where the hair's kind of been pulled out of the skin. This is completely normal. A lot of times you'll have those little things. These will completely clear up once we put our last towel on it. Okay, so we've done our shave. We can take this, put it over to the side. And now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to do our Arctic towel. This is cool water. You can do ice water. If you do, you have to warn your client that ice water is coming. So wring that out. This is our cleanup towel. Once again, we're going to do it the exact same way. We're going to place that right underneath his nose. And this one, if you want to wrap them up, you can. You can wrap them up with a bar towel just to cool them down. This one, you can just place it on his cheek and chin area, all those areas that you shaved. And now at this point, I'm going to go through and just make sure that all those little irritated hair follicles are taken care of. The last thing you want to do too is sit a gentleman up when there's any of that blood happening. Okay, with this cool towel now, while I'm addressing these areas, I can put that towel on and get my glove out. Now we're gonna switch out fingers. We have one finger here. It's gonna help stop that. Now I'm gonna switch my finger. Right there. Okay, I'm going to place the towel over his eyes, the cool towel. I'm going to take my aftershave. I'm going to let him know he's going to feel a little mist, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up from above, just let some of the aftershave mist on his face. And then the last thing I'm going to do is take my wet towel and fan him to cool him down. This feels really, really good. time to clean them up. At this point, we can take this towel. This towel's remained cleaned. I can still use it on him if I need to do any spot treatment or anything, and he's all done. So at this point, I'm gonna tell him he's coming up. Right, you come down. Just sit there. You're gonna feel a little dizzy.
No, it's good.
You all right?
Yeah.
All right. So take that. I always take the headrest out. And that's it. That's your shave.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you bet,
Appreciate it.
man. Take care.